Chapter 3. The Power of Yes. After his first day of work, I called the man again. His name? I had no idea, but his number, written on that scrap of paper, was the lifeline to getting things done around the house. Despite the language barrier, the guy was efficient, faster and better than anyone I'd hired. When he answered the phone, he said, "Yes, can you come today? Same job, maybe a little more with the bathroom." "Yes," he replied with the same confidence as last time. And that was it. No need for lengthy explanations. Dave approached the door an hour later, greeting me with his usual "Assalamu alaikum." I welcomed him in, pointing toward the kitchen this time. It was a mess. Dishes piled up, the floor covered with crumbs. "You'll need to clean the kitchen first, then the floors." "Yes," he nodded, already grabbing the mop and bucket like he knew exactly what needed to be done. The word yes had become his golden ticket. In a way, it worked in almost every situation. It was his agreement, reassurance, and go-to phrase whenever he wasn't quite sure what I had asked him. And surprisingly, it made everything smoother. He'd agree, and I'd relax, trusting him to figure it out. Later, as he mopped the floor, I decided to dig deeper into his story. "Where are you from?" He paused, looking up from his work. "Good," he replied, nodding with a smile. I smiled back, realizing he hadn't understood. "Country? Which country?" He thought for a moment, then said, "South Africa." It was the first time I'd heard more than just his 5 words, and suddenly, things started to make sense. He had traveled from South Africa to New York City, barely knowing English, relying on just 5 words to get through each day. It was impressive. "Wow," I said. "That's a long way. You must miss home." "Good," he said again, unsure what I was asking, but his smile never faded. By the end of the day, he'd cleaned the entire kitchen, scrubbed the bathroom, and polished the floors to a shine. I handed him his pay, and as usual, he gave a nod of gratitude. "Yes," he said, as if it were the only word that mattered.